YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy Zay back with another brand new banger for y'all. This is the life of Zay. Hey man, thank you for clicking on that channel. Check it out if you're new here. What I need y'all to do is look around the channel, see if there's something for you. If there ain't, good riddance to you. But if there is, what I need y'all to do is hit that subscribe button down below. Also turn the bell on so you know when I drop these bangers. If you're already part of the family, welcome back. Y'all know how much I love y'all and appreciate y'all. Hey man, we're up there. I know it ain't a lot to everybody, but we are on and cracking, and it keeps moving up and up and up, and it ain't stopping. I did this shit on my own. I ain't got no fronts. I ain't getting no help. I ain't bought nothing. None of that shit. We're at 1,872 subs. I'm now the biggest YouTuber in my city, and it's a beautiful thing. In my city, nowhere else in my city. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm humble about it. I'm willing to help anybody. Let me know if y'all need help. I'm telling you, I'm willing to help, bro. I know I've been slowing down a little bit. I've been having some things go on, which I explained in the other video, birthday weekend, all this other stuff. But we're going to pick it back up. I got something a little different for y'all today, man. Something that I've always wanted to do. I've been wanting to do the cooking videos that's in progress, but something else I want to do is clothes, man. And today I got something for y'all. I went ahead and bought this little $100 sewing machine. They didn't have none for a long time, you know, because of COVID and the mask and all that stuff. Finally, they got some in stock, and we got these Jordan sweats that are hideous, and I'm gonna transform these for y'all. Show y'all a little something we used to do in boys' school. We had it sewing hand and needle, you know what I mean. But on this one, we're gonna do it a little easier. So yeah, man, just these regular Jordan sweats, size XL. You know, no taper whatsoever on them, and we're gonna customize these and make them fit where I'll wear them, because I don't wear my shit loose like that. So anyway, let's get to it, man. I'm gonna show y'all before and after and the process. The sewing machine that I got is called Brother LX3817. I'm not an expert sewer. I've been to home ec like once in my life, so I don't know. You know, I know I'm probably not doing it the correct way as y'all say it, but I'm doing what works for me and what I'll wear, and it's me wearing it. So you should really mind your own business. And I'll give you another one. I'm gonna use white thread on black sweats just to piss some people off, just because that's what I be doing. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Let's get to the table. I'm gonna show y'all these on me now, and then I'll show you the after, but I'm gonna show y'all the process anyway. So let's get to it, man. Alright guys, so what up guys, it's your boy Zay on the voiceover. First time doing this on YouTube, check it out. Just for your information, this is a chaotic eyeball that I'm using, but you can clearly see how loose and unappealing the sweats are. It's unfortunate it's a Jordan brand, but we're gonna make them into some joggers. Just hold tight, watch. Yeah. Been up at the bottom with my brother sharing clothes, and if they really want to smoke them all in it till the end, even if we face a jury or a bit up in the pen. I ain't got no new friends nowadays, you never know what loose ends a motherfucker, and you can't trust a soul. If they ain't watching your pocket, then they probably want your bitch. You gotta keep your eyes open, cause Rico smoke Mitch. If they got the wrong motive, then you probably end up missing, or on a fucking bus getting transferred to prison. I done seen state witness eat at my mama's kitchen, shake my hand like it's love, but you got bad intentions. Better rockin' by yourself if you only knew everything is good and that's your main fucking dude. Now you sitting in a cell, it's on paper what you do, and the only one that knew was him, man. You. Loyalty is something that we live by. You gotta know the code in the streets or you real die. It get real life, we know what it feel like. I keep a blick on me, I done seen the homies kids cry. Loyalty is something that we live by. You gotta know the code in the streets or you will die. So that track right there is Loyalty by ZK47. That is me. Teach 'em how to trap volume 1. So here we are at the table. Always remember, turn your clothes inside out, because you want to sew from the outside in. My bad, I'm eating a Twizzler. That sewing machine is Brother, I don't know, the LX something 35 something. $75 USD at Walmart. Picked it up the other day. Also with that sewing kit was $20. So right here I'm going ahead and clearing the area, getting the foot pedal ready. always make sure that your pants are completely flattened out, because if you have an uneven like bottom or top, it's gonna throw your stitch in another way, and it'll turn your shit like it'll make it crooked. Trust me. So right now I'm just setting the spool, getting the needle lifted up so that I can get the bottom thread out from the bottom sew. Always cut at an angle. If you're trying to thread your needle, always cut the string at an angle, and it makes it easier. There's Giovanni. You the man. That's what he's doing. If you gotta wet it, you know what I mean? Just helps it a lot more. Oh yeah, Teach 'em How to Trap Volume 1 is about to drop in probably about 7 days. We ran into a few production issues, but nonetheless, we're coming. About to drop some dope features on there. So you want to get it under your foot. Don't forget to clamp your foot back down. Start all the way at the end of it. Don't start in the middle, start at the end of your ankle. You're going to go forward, back, forward. That's a back stitch. That's what's going to lock your thread in so that it don't unravel. Forward, back, forward. I always do it about 2 or 3 times just to make sure that I got a real sturdy, good lock-in on the back stitch. There will be a button on your machine that looks like it's like going the other way, like an arrow. That's your back stitch. Saying you the man, but we already up on game, man. The song is called Tough Flex, also on the Teach 'em How to Trap Volume 1 mixtape dropping in the hood near you, ZK47. Brat, that's me. Keep your material as flat as possible. I mean, that it just makes it easier. It makes everything flow better. It does have a feeding type thing on the sewing machine that pulls it through. So as long as it's flat and under that foot, it's going to keep pulling through, and it's going to help you to straighten it out. But it's up to you to guide that. And you got to watch out, because that little metal piece on that foot, it'll break your knuckle. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. It'll break your knuckle right in half. You're going to turn. When you start to get towards the crotch area, you're going to have to turn and angle it so that you come up into like between your thighs almost. You don't want to go straight up to where your balls are. Turn it a little bit. While you're sewing, keep turning your cloth. See? Once you turn it, get right there by the mid-thigh area, and then you're going to hit your back stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back stitch, lock it in, and then tie that shit. And you're done with the first leg. Let's go ahead and get the second one flattened out. Get ready for the sewing machine foot. Already got it in. The battery died on the camera right there, so I had to switch the battery. But I was already a little bit past my back stitch on the ankle. Already moving in. See right there, I start turning it. Look at that. Start turning it. Start turning it. Turn all the way to the inner thigh. Once you get to that corner, back stitch. Forward, back, forward. Watch. You'll see my hand. You'll see my right hand come up onto the side of the machine. That right there, back stitch. See, I'm back stitching it. You can guide it with one hand and hit the button with the other. And like I said, I like to do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure it's locked in real good. And that's a wrap for the sewing machine. Now it's time to cut some fabric. Don't just pull those threads out. Always try to tie a little knot in there. Just leave it there. So I do have some cloth scissors and a cloth cutter. It's kind of like a pizza cutter, 10 times sharper, and it cuts through cloth like easy. You gotta watch your hands. Be very safe right here. I seen a girl in middle school cut the tip of her 2 fingers off with one of these things. Watch your hands when you're handling this. Like, it has a safety mechanism for a reason. I just started to get the outline with that because it's pretty easy. And then I'm going to go in with these cloth scissors and go ahead and just keep it all straight and real tight. Make sure that you're watching close where your thread line's at. Especially if you use black thread, it's going to be hard to see on black. Make sure you don't cut that because you're going to defeat the whole purpose and you're going to cut your thread. Remember what I said? You're going to angle it at the crotch area. Cut it off right there at an angle. Got all the extra, you got all the extra fabric. God bless. Look how close. You want that real tight. Real tight, but leave room in case you want to go back and double stitch with a zigzag stitch. Just to, you know, enhance it more, keep it a lot more secure. But I promise you that single stitch with the 3 back stitches on each side, you're good. Always tie those strings. And here we go. Cut straight. I know people say don't sew through the ankle, cut it off and do that. Nah, bro, fuck that. Sew straight through that ankle. I promise you it's gonna work out the same. This track's called Do Your Thing. It's a track dedicated to my girl. Also on the Teach 'Em How to Trap Volume 1 mixtape, y'all. Y'all be sure to look out for that. Do Your Thing. Then you flip it around, and you got yourself some new joggers, buddy. Let's go ahead and see how, look at that. Ankle lock, straight stitch lock, everything looks cherry. Straight line, no lagging strings. Let's get these put on and see how they look.
Me feel when you're doing your thing. I'm trying to meet you at forever and maybe change your name since you came into my world. It's never been the same. No other girl can compare. It's me and you in this lane, yeah.
Alright guys, here's the before and after. Check it out, you can see the difference, man. Hey man, I hope all y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out more coming on the way. Like, comment, subscribe, don't forget to do that. Stay prayed up. I'm Zay, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out.
Scared to say so. Drop a Gucci belt up on your body for the facial. Big dog in my section, got the steppers on the payroll. One call, the little homie, hey, your whole shit out. Double back and chop up his house and his house and his house. Nah, don't stop, and we never call the cops. And if it's up